Good morning, everyone. Now, for today's ICT lesson, we are going to learn how to create a presentation. Now, our presentation is going to be a form of ebook that talks about celebrations around the world. Now, you remember in our last lesson, we made greeting cards. And in your unit of inquiry too, you've been talking about celebrations with your teacher. So the next activity that we are working on celebrations is creating a presentation. Now, a presentation is created in a special app called Google Slides. So in your Google Classroom, Ms. Bor has posted a blank Google Slides, and your job is going to be to create a presentation. Now, what you can see on my screen is my presentation. So I have, that is my first page. It's my title page. On the title page, you have the title. My title is Celebrations Around the World. The other thing you have on the title page is the name of the author, the name of the person who's created the presentation. In the case of my presentation, it's Ms. Bor. Yours will have your name. On page 2, I am talking about celebrations in general. So that is an introduction. So on page 2, you'll have your introduction. And on your introduction, you will tell us what celebrations are. And then you will list 4 celebrations that you want to talk about. So Ms. Bor is going to talk about Ramadan, birthdays, Christmas, and New Year. And she's already talked about what celebrations are. She says celebrations are events that people use to honor people. There are different celebrations in different parts of the world. Some of the celebrations that we have learned about are Ramadan, birthdays, Christmas, and New Year. Now remember, choose a celebration of your choice. Ms. Bor is not going to ask you to do any particular one. You're going to choose. On page 3, Ms. Bor starts talking about her celebration. So she chooses one, and I've chosen Ramadan. The first one is Ramadan. If you look at my list, my first celebration that I'm going to talk about is Ramadan. So I put a picture and I write some information about Ramadan. Remember, make your pages look beautiful. Change the color of your handwriting. Look at my title. It is nice, purple. And my writing here, my information is also beautifully colored. And I've chosen different handwriting. Then page 3, Ms. Bor just started talking about birthdays. So I've already put a picture, and then I'm going to talk about what birthdays are. Now that is the presentation Ms. Bor is currently making. You are going to create your own presentation, and I'm going to take you step by step what you should do. So for today's lesson, you're only going to create 3 pages. The title page, the introduction, and one of the celebrations. So I would like everyone have this page, that page, and that page. Then next lesson, we shall continue with the other pages. So let's look at how we do this. So when you go to your Google Classroom, you're going to find a blank template, read 10 celebrations around the world. Now, yours has nothing because we've not started doing anything on it. So there are just a few skills I'm going to remind you. The rest, I am sure you can do on your own. You know how to change color, you know how to put pictures. So this is the title page. What you have to do is click and type your title. So I have clicked where it says click to add title. And when you have done, you type your title. Now, my title is Celebrations Around the World. Your job is to first change the color. Don't start typing before you change the color. It's easier for you to start by changing the color. So I'll change my color. And then change your handwriting. I go to Arial and I change my handwriting to this comic. You can choose whatever handwriting you want. And then you write celebrations around the world. Now, I'd like you to take note of the fact that this is a title slide. So in a title, the first letter of every word is capital. I have capital C, capital A, capital T, capital W. Then under your title, you will click. And again, the same procedure, change the color of your writing, give it a different color from the title, and change the handwriting. Give it a different handwriting. I'm going to choose that. Then type your name, but start with the word boy so that we know that you are the author. So I'll now click, it's blue and it has a different handwriting. And then I'll type boy, space, Miss Wolf. So that is the person who's created the presentation. Now, I am done with my page one. The next thing I do is I click this, I add another page. Can you see where the plus sign is? I click plus, and then it will add for me another page. It will add page 2. Will add page 2. Good. Now you can see page 2 is different. It has a place for a title and where you write your information. Now in page 2, Ms. Board does not want a picture. Ms. Board just wants you to type a title and tell me about celebrations. So the same thing, you click here, add your title, and the title is going to be introduction. Make sure you change your colors. Introduction. Now, introduction is the first thing, and then go and talk about celebrations. So I can say there are different celebrations all over the world. So, and write for me as much as you can. You need to change the size of your handwriting, the color, and the type. Now, when you've done everything on this page, then we add another page 3. I'm not going to fill my page because I already made mine. You saw how mine looks. My aim is just to show you the skills you need. So when you finish page 2, add page 3. Remember the plus? And then in page 3, I want you to change the layout. Ms. Borna wants you to put a picture, a title, and information. 3 things. How do you do that? Can you see where it's written layout? You click on it, and it will give you different ways in which you can arrange information on your slide. I want you to choose the one that has title and 2 columns, this one here. You click on it. Now look at my slide. It now has a place for a title and 2 boxes. In one box are type, and in another box I'll put a picture. Before I end, I'll just remind you very fast how to put a picture for those who've forgotten. If I want to put a picture, I click the image tool, insert image. It has two hills, the way Miss Bor always calls it. You click on it, then you go to search the web, and then it brings for you Google here. So if I was going to talk about birthdays on this slide, then I have to look for a picture of birthdays. So let's say I'm going to talk about birthdays. I need to type birthdays, and remember to change. So birthdays is what I want a picture of, and I'll just go and click that. And I get my pictures, and I can choose that. And I click insert, and the picture goes onto my page. I can make it big, and I just bring it here, like that. And now I have this place here to type my story about birthdays. So that's all you have to do for today. Now I'm taking you back to my presentation again to see what your work should look like. You will have 1, 2, 3 pages. Page 1, your title. Page 2, talk about the introduction, what are celebrations, and page 3, choose one, tell celebration, and write about it. When you're through with your work, please hand it in Google Classroom.